Rightio tubers, here we go. That's the only one that's faulty in the entire pack. Now let's see if that contributed to the fact that this was 1 volt, or whether it was just the fact that I raped the battery and killed it. So let's pull it apart and get this battery out. All 17 so far. The bits that hasn't been washed off. So this was a very low amp hour pack. There we go. So it must have recovered a little bit. It's going 0.8 of a volt. So I want to test this cell. Obviously, I'll do it with the fuse wire, like I did the last test, the fuse test. But what I think it is, the last battery, this battery, internal shorted, like something physically died within the cell. What I think this one is, I just think it went dead flat and just died. Maybe over discharged and it was just a really, really poor cell. I can see 1700 and something written on there. It's probably wiped off because of my fingerprints. But it is a 1700 milliamp cell to start with. So the plan is fuse wire. We've got a couple more of these bulldog clips or whatever they're called, just clips. I'm going to solder positive and negative onto the battery, and then we're going to use a bit of fuse wire. Then we're going to use these packs here. These are packs charged to 4.2 volts. Now, one or two things is going to happen. We're going to connect it up and it's going to blow the fuse wire. In that case, job done. It makes for a boring video. Or two, nothing much happens. And if nothing much happens, what I'll do is I'll leave this attached to this battery pack, or however long it takes to prove a tangible result. And then we can see whether this cell draws down this, or this cell doesn't do anything to this. Either way, we're going to get some sort of result. Okay. Let's grab some solder. Masters is shutting down, so I went and got some more solder. So I got another roll somewhere, so I got enough to finish off my project. All right, solder. Let's put some solder on here. And again, I'll turn my vent on. I really should know this by now. Rightio. There we go. Now that's a lot too much heat. But it doesn't matter. Not on this one anyway. Rightio. So we got that jig done up. So that just makes it easier to connect and disconnect. Rightio. Now we need a bit of fuse wire. It's about 1 inch long, but I think that's a nice safe way of doing it. We'll put the fuse on the positive side as it is with my setup. So the fuse wire's here. Okay, we'll turn some lights off and see if we can capture if this is going to blow or not. We can see the bit of fuse wire just there. So we're going to hook up the negative and see if she blows. Okay, so the fuse wire did not blow. Let's see if we've got a good connection with the multimeter. So it's 417 or 419. So let's leave it there. Okay, tubers, so that's been about half an hour. The battery voltage hasn't changed. We've got no temperature in that cell at all. So let's disconnect it. Disconnect. The fuse is still intact. 0.83 volts, so that's with the range set. So the cell itself didn't cause the demise of the pack. I caused the demise of the pack by setting it to 44 volts. So that was I think that was definitely a good waste of time. Proved the point. Happy with the result. That cell can now go with all the other cells that I've tested and have failed. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.